Okay, for this one, I'm talking about women in movies, specifically Jennifer Lopez and Salma Hayek. Now, Jennifer Lopez was best known for Selena, for the role in Selena, um, which is based on the life and death of Selena Quintanilla Perez. Um, she was only 23 when she died, so it's really sad. Uh, but Jennifer Lopez took on the role, and she was the main character, and and then she became famous for doing that role. Um, and I don't know if it was a conscious choice on her part, but she took roles in romantic comedies and stuff like that after that. We have The Wedding Planner, uh, Monster in Law with Jane Fonda and Michael Vartan, um, and then she also did. Well, she's done a lot. I mean, she did this movie Jack with Robin Williams, but it was before she was famous. She played the teacher in it. Um, so there's that, and then you also have the theme of women of a different nationality playing themselves. So Mexican women or Spanish women playing Spanish characters, or American characters, because I saw her inside the actor studio with Jennifer Lopez, and she said that she kind of had to create her own space in the industry, and she said that she would play any role, not just you know those roles. And Selma Hayek played, and well, she played a lot, but she played in Fools Rush In with Matthew Perry from Friends, and she played in Frida, based off of Frida Kahlo, a very famous artist um, that I know of, and she's probably done more, but those are the two that I'm really familiar with. So, but in that one, she played in Fools Rush In. She plays a free spirited photographer who meets Matthew Perry after, and one night they get together and she gets pregnant, and a couple months later she comes to find him and tell him she's pregnant. And at first she says she doesn't want anything from him, she just wanted him to know. But they fall in love with each other in like 2 days or something, and they get married really quickly. I mean, they elope. Well, she lives in Las Vegas, but they get married in Las Vegas. They don't tell their families until after they've been married. And when the family find out, oh my god, they're like, "Oh my god, you got married! I can't believe you got married! And how come you barely know this person?" You know. And so throughout the movie, um, both the friends are supportive. The sets of friends are supportive, but they're a little cautious as well, because they're like, you barely know this person. But, you know, comes out that they want to be together, but she's convinced Salma Hayek's character, Isabel, which she plays Isabella Fuentes, and Matthew Perry plays Alex Whitman. Okay, so Isabel wants to be with Alex, but she's convinced that he doesn't want to be with her. And she lets herself get in her head and convinces herself that, they should split up. So the thing is that they get divorced because he doesn't contest it within the 24 hours or whatever period he has to do it. So they get divorced. They're divorced on paper, and then she has the baby, although she told him that she didn't have the baby anymore, like a miscarriage, but she had the baby. So what happens is they're standing on the street in Las Vegas. She goes into labor, her water breaks and everything. And so she goes into like full on labor. And then she has the baby in the street with the EMT from 911, whatever. But so and then the scene before the final scene is her in the back of the ambulance with him, and she's already had their daughter, but they take her to the hospital anyway to check her out and everything. And then the final scene is they get married in Las Vegas in like the canyons or something, like near the canyons with all her family and everything. And then, that's the end scene in shot. So, um, so yeah, it's a good movie. Typical, I would say typical roles, kind of a typical clash you would think in the beginning from both families. But in the end, it all works out. But it's not as easy as like most movies make it like boy meets girl, boy loses girl, or girl loses boy, whatever. Then magically they come together and everything just works. This one, for a while, you don't know, like, you know it's gonna work, but like you're not sure. So you spend 2 hours and you're not sure about the outcome. So that makes it a good movie, in my opinion. Okay, and then, oh, okay, so the other one, I mentioned it before, but it's Monster in Law with Jennifer Lopez. The reason why I like it is because they just happen to meet and they like each other. But it takes a while for them to get together because, like, she believes in signs. In this one, she believes in signs. And she's been meeting him over and over and over in the, like, in a 2 to 3 day period. She meets him 3 times. So she says it has to be a sign. So then they get together, they like each other, whatever. But then the mother, played by Jane Fonda, um, doesn't want her to be with her son at all. Because the role she plays in this one is the mother, but like that she doesn't have anything else but her son. So then she doesn't want them to be together because she sees it as she's going to take her son away from her. Jennifer Lopez is going to take her son away from her. But of course not. So, and then of course there's the comedy moments where she's trying to be like the Wicked Witch of the West as far as like mother in laws, but she puts her through everything you can put somebody through. And she's like, finally, Jennifer Lopez character goes, I give up. You've done everything. I don't know. You don't want me to be with your son, obviously. So I give up. Then, before the final scene in that one, they have they finally come to everything. They fight and they get it out, right? So she says, honey, you didn't ever need my approval. He was going to marry you anyway. And I'm sorry I made it so difficult for you. And, you know. So they end up getting married and whatever. But, yeah, that one's funny and dramatic at some points. So I consider it a good one. And I've seen Michael Bartan in roles and like, okay, he's good looking, I'll give him that. And he's a good actor and everything. And he seems to be kind of versatile, but not really. I don't know. He plays like lawyers and business people, or the other guy in a lot of movies. Like, he'll play the main guy most times, the main part, but he'll be like the good guy, the nice guy, whatever. I don't know. Okay.